Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This video is going to be a quite detailed sort of tutorial on how to make a wig. These are all the things that you will need. Don't worry, I'll be literally every step of the way talking you guys through everything. So let's get started. So first things first, you want to put the dome cap on the mannequin's head. Well, my one's called Sasha, that's my best friend. What you want to do is make sure that the seams are sort of in the middle of your face. This kind of helps as a guide. It's not making sense, but just watch the video, guys. I kind of demonstrate it. So after that, you want to sort of line up your frontal on the mannequin. Use pins. Don't judge me, guys, because I'm using these pins. But yeah, it gets the job done. It's very important that you put the frontal about a couple of inches, I would say about 2 to 3 inches forward from the dome cap. This gives you a bit more of a, I would say natural. Is it? Yeah, basically natural. So as you can see, I think I've put it about 2 inches forward, so it makes it easier for you when you actually apply it to your head, so you can then move it around and stuff. As you can see, sometimes you're not always going to get it right, so take your time with this part, because you know you don't want to put it too forward, you don't want to put it too back. So make sure that it's all lined up and that the actual mesh part of the actual frontal is straight and it's not creased and stuff, because then otherwise when you put the frontal on, it will be just all ruffled and looking disgusting, and we don't want that, of course. So yeah. So after that, you guys want to put the needle through the thread and then just kind of tie it like you would do with sewing, and basically prepare it for sewing around the edge of the frontal. By the way, guys, use a curved needle. This it makes it easier for you, and it's a weaving needle, and then use weaving thread. It just makes your life a whole lot easier, trust me. So after you've done that, pin around the back of the frontal to give you sort of a guide as to where you're going to sew. Also pin down the front, but pin down the back as well once you've lined it up correctly. When you're pinning down, you want to make sure that it's all straight and it's all flat. As you can see, I keep going back and forth because you really want to make sure that it's straight. This is the most important part, guys, trust me. When you're sewing, start at the very end of the dome cap. Don't sew on the elastic band, because then it will be really stiff and tight and you won't be able to move it and stuff. So just within the material of the dome cap, and then just do it in and out. Make sure, guys, you take your time with this part. The frontal is really the most delicate part, I would say. If you do rush it and you get bubbles, and well, not bubbles, but you get basically lumps and stuff, it will show up when you put it on your head. So take your time. I know I have speeded up so it looks like I'm rushing, but literally this took me a good half an hour. So with this part at the end, wrap it around the needle at least 3 or 4 times to really make a knot. You don't want the frontal basically unraveling. You do not want that, trust me. When you're pulling through, it will get stuck like it did with me, but just pull it and hold down the edges. you can see, it's literally just lovely. Love it, love it. Nice and flat, looks amazing. For the next bit, get your bundles of hair and line it up at the edges of the frontal, basically, so the very back. You want to make sure it's lined up literally straight and stuff. You don't have to do it right at the bottom of the cap, but I like to because I want to get as much hair as possible on the cap. And once you've lined it up, just so as like usual, it's literally not hard, guys, trust me. As you can see, I've just put a needle through. Make sure you don't put it on the elastic band like I said before, and make sure it goes through the material, and you're fine, you're good to go. For the next part, as you guys can see, which I'm going to demonstrate, is I just literally flip the bundle to the other side, so then it creates this flip over way, like, well, not way, but flip over look, if that makes sense. So just watch the video, you'll get the gist. Make sure when you flip it over that it is very, very tight, and well, not tight, but very flat, the actual flip, so that you're not getting lumps and bumps within your actual hair when it's down and stuff. You can also hold it down with your fingers in order to give you a sort of guide way into how. So as you can see, guys, it's flat, there's no bump, nothing. So once you've got those things down, you're good to go. Like, the rest of it is pretty simple. If you know how to sew, you can make a wig, trust me. Sometimes the hair might get caught when you are sewing, but just brush it out and you'll be fine. As you guys can see, sometimes you should loop the needle through the thread so it creates a knot in between when you're sewing. As you can see, I just made basically a knot within the loops. It just like makes it a bit more secure, basically. get to the top, I'm so sorry guys that it's not really in focus, but I'm sure you guys can still see what I mean. But anyways, when you guys get to the top, it's literally just the same sort of thing, but you're kind of doing it closer together. So you're trying to make it appear as if there's nothing there, if that makes sense. So as you guys can see, we're now at the very top and it is closing. Some people do not do their wigs like this, but I do, especially with curly hair. I want it to be layered out, and with me doing it so it's very close together at the top and then it goes wider down the end of the dome cap, it creates an illusion that you have layers within your bundles. So I would definitely recommend, especially for curly hair, that is a must. For this last part, you cut off the remaining part of the hair and you line up the weft basically onto where you put the frontal, where you basically sewed the frontal. So then when you put the frontal out and you put it over your head, you won't see anything. It will appear as nothing is there. As you guys can see, the end part looks decent. It's just basically to show that there's nothing really there. Even if you was to flip your hair over, it wouldn't really show anything. For this part guys, be very gentle. I can't stress it enough. Be gentle, take your time, because if you do one wrong cut, it will just mess up the whole thing. Take your time, cut along the hairline and make sure you leave a little bit of space, you know, well not space, but leave a little bit of the mesh part so it looks natural. Not too much so it looks unnatural, but just enough. As you guys can see, I cut quite a lot and then I went back over again when I, you know, and perfected it after. And then make sure you cut out the remaining part of the dome cap underneath the frontal. You don't leave that in because then it will show underneath your frontal. And then after that, you're literally done. Look at Sasha, she looks amazing. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hopefully it wasn't too long. Yeah, so if you did like it, then give it a big thumbs up and subscribe down below. Subscribe. Also check out my other video, which will be here somewhere, actually talking about the hair and stuff and what came with it and stuff like that, and how much it costs, you know, big things that you want to know. So yeah, that's it. What is that? Like, I hate living on the high road. Oh my gosh. But that's another time. Like, that's another time. But I'll see you guys in my next video. Like, subscribe, share, tell everybody. I love you guys. Bye. What is that? Like, why?